What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gage with Goo Gaming. I got my boy Pearson here. My man, tell him what you did last weekend.
So I got 7th place at Pittsburgh Regional with Fire King Snake Guy Dean Smith.
Sick. Very, very sick. Well, my boy, let's check out the Goo.
All right, so you got the typical Snake Eye engine. Nothing special here. And then the Busted Fire cards are the Fire King cards that no one plays anymore.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, so this is just all really good. I was expecting a lot of like back row deck, Jubel, non-targeting Send of Kieran's just stupid. And then Monster Negate with Arvada is crazy. And then this deck just solos Tenpai with Battle Phase.
Oh, yeah.
Because you just save everything for the Battle Phase.
Yeah.
And then the next best engine is the Fiend Smith. It's super small. This list is 46 cards. We don't play a lot of hand traps like the normal pure list because this is mostly gas.
Okay.
But this engine's super small. I like to just keep in one engraver when going second, just because you can do full combo just with the one engraver.
Makes sense.
And then for consistency stuff, I just have the 2 Witch, 2 Bonfire, and then the 3 Wanted. So the idea was that Witch and Wanted and Bonfire are all extenders. This is just 5 Witch, so you don't really need 6.
Right.
And then Bonfire, we don't play any other targets to add except the Ash and Poplar. But in worst case scenario, you're just adding Poplar to special summon if they negate the Ash anyway.
Yeah.
So it in testing, and the math is there for starters versus non-engine, but there were a lot of redundant hands, and so I like playing the FK cards because now Ponix is full FK combo plus Fiend Smith combo. For non-engine, we were playing 2 Phantasme, 2 Ogre, 3 Nib, and then 3 Bestials. The idea for the Bestials is I was on 2 Druis, but then if you open 2 Druis, you can't really combo. That way you can save one for their turn. Also, the Tribute for the Nib Baldrake combo is kind of an FTK against Jubel. Because you clear their field, then you summon this, you banish the Fiend Smith, then whatever Enchained monster they make, you just tribute the Nib, and then it's banished. As long as Yama's not on the field, there's no way that they're getting to any of their other Link monsters. The reason for Ogre and Phantasme is Phantasme was originally in the side, but the side's super tight since we're siding extra deck cards, which is not normal. Except for this format, so it was fine. It's also a good extender. It lets you fix your hand, and then it's also in there for the target negations.
Okay. Cool.
And then Ogre, I think it's a really good hand trap. It's a lot better than Ash Blossom in my opinion, in like target blank negations, because this removes cards. So like if you do any of the other hand traps plus Ogre, or any of the other hand traps plus Nib, it beats the Apo board. And then for the spells, the 1 tracked, I thought about increasing this to 2. I just haven't tested it yet. There's also we're supposed to be in more support for it, which maybe will be increased later in the future. Just the 2 island and then the 1 sanctuary. You don't play the XYZ because the extra is super tight, so you just use this as tribute fodder for the Ash and Oak. 1 for 1, 3 droplets, 3 tactics, and then the 1/1. These were the best 6 non-engine spells and or traps that we thought that, because like it was either these or so we sided these and like made more hand traps, but I feel like just them hand trapping us twice, us ending on a minimal board with Fire King stuff engraved and then ripping a card, they aren't really playing with 3 cards at that point.
Right.
And then the FK cards they can't push through.
Right.
So that's it for the main. It's 46 cards. I've thought about cutting the Phantasme and stuff to lower the deck count, but I mean, it was I didn't break or see one bad hand all day that day. For the side deck, we have Skill Drain,
Okay.
Angel Statue. These are really only our going first cards other than Cosmic. because we don't really need anything. If I get to do my combo, even if I get hand trapped 3 times, which it happened multiple times, I still end on full combo. And it's crazy because Beatrice, which needs to be banned, it just lets you dump. If you already have FK stuff, it lets you dump Snake Eyes stuff. If you have Snake Eyes stuff and they won't let you get to FK stuff, you dump the FK stuff.
Exactly. It's kind of hard to miss anything with that breed.
Yeah, also what happens is when they try to break your board, they lose anyway if they can't kill you, because with SP and stuff and Flamebirds, you only get to get rid of 2 cards. I have Garunix, Princess, Fiendsmith. You can only hit 2 of them. If you leave 1, I still win. Because Garunix by itself breaks the board because I can crash the Ponix on the standby phase when it's added, crash, damage Cow, hit over anything. And then Garunix summons back, dumps the Kier, and summons a monster to get Rabata from grave, non-target send.
It's insane, man. It's actually insane.
And then it plays through the Fiendsmith stuff because they can't be targeted either.
Right.
So for going second, we have 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Harpies, and then the 2 Cosmic, and then the 3 Perulia. This card, the one time I drew it going second, I drew 2. It kind of felt bad when he just passed and I UTK'd him. But other than that, I mean, this was originally in the main deck.
Right.
Originally, we had this in the main deck and the Phantasmes in here, in the side. Because worst comes to worst, this kind of gaslights your opponent into thinking you're playing Tenpai. Then they just pass. They end on a minimal board, they pass, and they just normal summon Ash. And playtesting, that's what's happened with that. But we ended up making a safe call and put it in the side deck. And then the 3 extra deck monsters we were doing were Desiree, Rabbit, and Access Code. This was just to help break boards and against Runic. Rabbit's freaking crazy broken just because you can set essentially just a special summon monster negate, and then the spell trap negate comes in handy a lot. And then if you're able to change, if you're entering the mirror, well, quote unquote mirror, because we never have a true mirror, you chain like your temples in the right order, and this can just pop their temple in chain, because this is just whenever any spell trap monsters. And then Desiree's not good going second, so we just put it in the side. And then for the extra deck, we have the Fiendsmith stuff.
I just asked one person, I kept seeing it. I was like, why is it?
I've been seeing a lot of people not play the Necroquip. It didn't come. It didn't really matter during that regional. There was only maybe 1 game it came up where they hand trapped me a whole bunch, or at least correctly, where I had to do the Necroquip. But no one bistroed me the entire day, which is usually when it comes up. But these are those 5 slots, and then Beatrice, and then Fucho. So the idea was we've been seeing a lot of people play Shifter.deck or Tenpai. You summon this. You just pass. You go Ash Poplar, hold the OSS for your turn, pass. And you don't gotta do anything else.
Just look at the guy.
And then this card just needs to be banned.
It really does. It's way too flexible.
Yeah, and then Anima, Hida, SP, IP, Phoenix, Princess, Appo, and then Amblo. It's really cool when they DR and M our board, and we have IP on board, and then you just go Princess Effect, you blow up any of your stuff, and then you just trigger this to summon back any of the Link 2s, which, I mean, it plays around a lot of stuff. Also, on the Crackback, you can pop your Amblo, summon the sequence back to graveyard, from graveyard to the field, so you can play like that. There's not much in the extra deck that I would change just because it's super tight. I didn't play against a single Tenpai at the regional, but Avery, we played the same list. He played 6 of them.
Jesus.
So he just summoned this pass, blind going first. Because once they say you go first, or they drop the shift, you just make this and you auto win game 1. As long as you're able to win game 1, game 3, you just make them go first and you win. But I mean, that's it for the list. There's not much I would change though.
Any shout outs or anything like that?
Shout out to Avery and Da Vinci. They're my brothers. We've tested this deck a long time. I'm still surprised no one's on the FK stuff just because it's just stupid. Like one Ash Blossom, not one Ash Blossom, one Snake Eye Ash gets you like, I think it's 15 interruptions.
Jeez.
And no one knows any of the combos, so they don't know where to hit it. It's just crazy.
It's insane, man. It's insane. Well, we appreciate you, bro. You have a good one.
You too.